Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Seth Geis, and from the Pastania Studio, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Splendid.
Good man. Audience, buckle up. It's going to be a good one.
That's right.
Lots of turbulence on this baby.
All right. So today we are talking about the Buenaventura Maduro BV 500. Cigar is a Robusto 5 1/4 by 50. Comes out of the Tabacalera de Nicaragua factory in Nicaragua. Imagine that. Wrappers Mexican San Andres. Binder and filler both from Nicaragua.
Of course it is.
Price point is $7.50, and the cigar was released in July of 2023. All right. So with all that out of the way, Seth, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
I forgot that I was going first on these.
Surprise!
Listen, it was the last time we reviewed a Buenaventura was in March 2020. Can we give context for this whole
Go
thing?
for it. Go for it.
Okay.
554.
What was it? A top 25
BV
cigar of the
554?
year, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Last
Yeah, I
year,
think it
top
was-
25. So it's the last time we smoked at Buenaventura. Got this baby, was pretty excited, looked at it, was
Super
like,
excited.
that doesn't look too good. But then I was like, the last one didn't look too good. So we lit it up. First third it was just above uneventful, man. That's how bad this was going. It was, dry earth, cocoa, spices, tobacco, wood. I looked at the thing, I was like, yeah, this kind of is like that bottom line Mexican San Andreas flavor profile. This is kind of what we're going for. And second, third really just kind of continued to deliver that quality. And then towards the end, I could tell it was going to go downhill. And then I was bracing myself for the turbulence in the final third. And it got us bad. It was like the TV show Lost. There was polar bears though in the sky.
Hatches.
It was hatches. Bad flavors. Bad flavors. Don't even want to talk about it. So, and the burn was good, but the draw was just awful. So, yeah, John.
Like Seth, I think I fell into the trap of remembering the BV 554. And I was like, remember, John, that was the don't judge a book by its cover review. And you were very surprised. You didn't think much of it looking at it. And then it surprised you. Well, there's a reason why you judge a book by its cover, because most of the time you can tell what the book's going to be all about when the cover looks like crap. And when Aaron said this is Mexican San Andre, because I didn't look at the blend, and I normally don't look at the blend until we do the review, I was like, of course it is, because that makes that the whole flavor profile now becomes so apparent for me, because this is like so many poor Mexican San Andre that I've smoked in the past, where it's like the wrapper's either been overworked or it's just like a low grade wrapper. And low grade or not good Mexican San Andre wrappers just don't taste good, and it just ruins the cigar experience. And it was present from the very start of the cigar, where I got a little bit of chocolate, but then I got like this sort of smoky tobacco earth, wood, acrid earth combination. And I'm like, oh man, if this is how we're starting, this is not good. The acrid earth fortunately faded away, but it was just a very monotonous tobacco earth wood flavor. And then the second third, I had a little bit of creaminess to offset that, but again, just kind of wood, earth, tobacco, and the last third, wood, earth, tobacco with a little bit of creamy chocolate, but like, just really flat. I will say the construction was quite good on mine. I had a little bit of flakiness to the burn, or to the ash, I should say. The burn was kind of uneven. I had to do a touch to correct it, but just once. Draw was perfect, but man, I think I smoked this thing for 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours and 1 minute, and did not have a good time. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with oak, earth, baker's chocolate, and baking spice. Baking spice transitioned to black pepper a bit later. Second third saw the baker's chocolate depart and light creaminess joined in. And the final third saw vegetal bitterness join into the profile. I had 3 relights required through the first half of the cigar, so that was a bit of a bummer. But the cigar did start well for me. Had a rustic and raw flavor profile, but by the second third, the profile kind of dropped a level and remained that way the rest of the way. I'm not sure I have a good handle on this. I mean, you guys give me another perspective, because you guys, have smoked the full cigar and all that stuff. I just was unsure that it started well, and then I had 3 relights in the first half that like did the relights just take this down, and was I missing something that was going to be good? So I'm still perplexed, but at 750 I will come back to this, I think, to try it and see how it goes. But yeah, it's I put in the review that I want to see what others thought, because the relays kind of screwed it up for me, and it started out good. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'll try it again. It's not expensive to do so, so it's not a big deal if it doesn't work out for me. So we'll leave it at that, I guess.
One.
Yeah,
You do got that going for you.
yeah. All right, let's get to the scores. We're going to start at the top with June, who wasn't able to join us today, with a 5.75. I gave it a 5.7. John gave it a 5.65, and Seth gave it a 4.23. So my 5.7 matched up well. It was above average flavor profile. Burn was subpar with those 3 relights. So that took it down a bit. Otherwise, I'd kind of be right around 6 or so on this. I wanted to like it. I just don't know if it was the burn issues or just the profile that just didn't work out the rest of the way. So, all right, John, 5.65.
Yeah, listen, I also wanted to like it. It's definitely held up by the perfect construction. I'd say, construction aside, this is a low 5s. So it's kind of one of those weird things where, sometimes when we get a high scoring cigar, construction obviously helps it, but in here, the flavor profile doesn't make it. Anything below a 6 is just going to be a pass, whether it's 750 or 550 or 250.
Yeah,
it's going to be a pass.
All right, Seth, 4.23.
Listen, it was painful to smoke. I mean, John said it was like a rough 2 hours of smoke. It was really, it sucked. And then it was, it made me wonder, like, God, did we just get overexcited over the last year's limited edition? And then at the same time, how can you have so much inconsistency? I mean, yes, we haven't smoked a lot of their stuff, but it's not like they have a huge offerings, and they're not like they're out there all that time. That as a smoker, after having an experience like this, and this being a pretty low key brand, it's just, I'm not going to bother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why bother? I don't think there's enough standing. There's not enough attention to it anyways, that it's not I don't know. Maybe that diamond that we got isn't worth it. There you go. Said
Right.
it.
All right. Final thoughts, and I'm gonna jump in. I feel like we've smoked a ton of Mexican San Andreas this year. This is the year of
So
Mexican San
much.
Andreas, something like that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
much.
I've been completely let down by it. I'm almost at the point where I'm thinking like that this is a good barometer to find out if a company knows what they're doing. Like I feel like that with Connecticut Shade. Like if you could put out a really good Connecticut Shade cigar, then I have a feeling that you can probably make a good cigar with any kind of a wrapper or blend if you put your time into it. And I'm kind of feeling like that with Mexican San Andreas now. Like, don't just mail in as a Mexican San Andreas for me. Like, I need you to show me that you can like put one together.
There's enough people. Here's the thing. There's enough companies out there. There's enough factories out there that can make you a good Mexican San Andreas, that you can go and buy one and you don't have to even really fuck it up.
Yeah.
So Aaron does have a point on that one. I'll agree with him on that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I agree that, like, I'm legitimately at the point where I'm like, the next person to put out a Mexican San Andre, I'm gonna say, like, is this shit? Tell me right now, is it shit before we buy it? Because to be honest, I don't think I could take another Mexican San Andre that's this disappointing. And it's just because we know what a good, or even like a above average Mexican San Andre can be, and they can be quite good. It doesn't seem to be that hard, and yet.
And I feel like the reason why we're seeing so much is because of the limited availability of broadleaf. That like they want that Maduro, they want that kind of rustic quality, but like they're not. And I don't know if they're just like subbing it in as a replacement, but not really, putting
Blending
the time
to it.
in to like make it work. That's the reason we're seeing so much of this. So I that's a bummer to me. So I think what's going to happen is this probably I don't know if it will fall out of favor, because who knows when broadleaf is going to have any kind of resurgence.
I don't think it is.
Whatever they're trying to grow in Nicaragua, I don't know if they're going to be able to make that work or whatever. But I would just hate for Mexican and San Andres to get like a bad rep for people putting out these subpar blends. with the wrapper, and when it can be good when it's done well. So I have to see. All right, wherever you're catching this video, be sure to like and subscribe, but check out the full written review on the website, developingpalace.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
It's a BV 500.